What's up, guys? We're gonna do a collection video. I'm gonna start my channel off with one of these. Been collecting for a couple years now, as you can probably tell by I'm gonna start things off with Decepticons, as you can probably tell by my Decepticon shelf. You can see there, they got a little Energon stockpile and the fans toys. Decepticons are, you know, chilling out with it. We got some, I think that's either KBB or the other knockoff Skywarp. And in there I have a little piece of, focus, a little piece of construction paper to get that kind of yellow hue, because it just doesn't seem like it should be gaping, translucent black. We got some eye-gear cone heads back there. They're old. Everyone's replacing them, but I'm tired of Seekers. But I'm down for that Make Toys Seeker that's coming up. Once they make a Skywarp of that, I'll definitely get that. And those Toy World Seekers look cool, but they're rather tall. MP Megatron, probably my favorite of 2017. Mandatories, DX9, Blitzwing, Gewalt, Fans Toys, Reflector, some Soundwave accessories and companions, MMCs, Jaguar, I want to say, I don't know, the Ravage, obviously. Gonna go above. This is season like 1, 2, and then we go up, and this is gonna be movie and beyond. This is how I think of it. And it spans across 2 shelves, and we'll start with this side. We got some Sharktacons, but we got Scourge, Astro Train by Toy World. That transformation is really cumbersome, but it's cool. It's the best looking Astro Train, I should say. The MMC Impactor is a Decepticon for me, because purple and yellow just seems really Decepticon-y for me, and I like him. The Syndicus guy, I don't remember his other name, his real name. We got an Alicon with the Sharktacons. We got King Starscream, that's why he's not with the G1 guys. And then we got Quintessons, Unicron, Galvatron, and Cyclonus, and then a big old, it's actually a regular size Orbitron, Bruticus. I did not get the oversized version. Not yet, I'm considering it, but it just seems excessive. You could just put him on a podium, put him on a pedestal, and he's bigger. That's cool. Pull out here, we got some Unique Toys Provider. Then I got my MP styled Headmasters. I'm eager to get some more of those, but it's nice to get these few together. And then there's the custom panel lined Devastator that I did, and then I printed out some construction style caution stickers from Kinko's, and then just kind of cut them, custom cut them and applied them, and then I applied some other colors, and then really went to town with that purple thing in the middle, the chest piece. I feel like I overdid it there, but and then I did some like attempted weathering effect for this Triptychon. I Came out really nice in certain parts, a little less so in other parts, but I might do a video of that by itself one day. I tried to get a lot of coverage on its surface area. And then I got, what is that, Mastermind Creations old Hexatron. Rather new Susanoo, and then an old DX9 Galvatron that's hard for me to get rid of. I still really like the transformation on that one. And you can see my rinky-dink pedestals to, you know, give things height. Once you're down on eye level, you don't really notice that stuff. Also, black Decepticon boxes, those make nice risers. Just give more accessibility and visibility. You can see all my hidden, pay no attention to little platforms. So then next to the G1 Decepticons, we got some Shockwave. And I don't know if you noticed, but I like Shockwave. So there's a couple dozen different little shockwaves and big shockwaves and medium shockwaves. I guess we'll go like left to right-ish. Get some little ones. There's just like a lot here. Too many to really go through. Just like if you're questioning about one, Google it. I'll go over some. There's this there's like a Revoltech style shockwave. It's like a custom, I think it's called like custom robot or something, but it's like, I just got it from eBay, but they're out there. This is like a like some Japanese limited, you know, grab bag, gimme type thing. I'm not quite sure the context, but a neat little dude. You gotta get him. This was a custom, not sure if by someone, or you know, an established custom designer, but I found that on eBay and got that real cheap, like 20 bucks or something, probably even less. What is this? This is like, I think, one of those KFC Mugen color remold, repaint dudes. Those aren't too expensive. I think this is going to be the Iron Factory. This is the old MMC. I'm still trying to get the big version of him. There's like a Creo building thing back there. There's like that, what is it, Cloud 9. That Fans Toys remold. They totally stole that design, but I'm still gonna buy it. Yeah, there's a little Creo, loyal subjects, alternators, various, and yeah, okay, it's a lot of shock waves, and then we got a lot of sound waves. Do the whole shelf there a little bit. Get to focus. 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 And then, let's see, we'll get in here. We got some, is that new DX9 one that I just put a review out for that. Got the old Sonicron right here. He is a mess, but if you can get him cheap, and then if you do a little work on him, he's pretty cool. There's the actual MP3 player Soundwave. It transforms. I haven't tried to load any information on it or anything, but I'm still kind of curious. Got some little guys. Oh yeah, this is plush. This is this custom artist, and she has a booth at a lot of the cons. Shouldn't be too hard to find her stuff. I forget the name of her company. I don't know if it's just her, so I probably shouldn't assume. This guy was at the Hallmark store, which was seemed like an interesting place to find something that I would buy. Another one of them KFC Mugans. It was cheap. This is like some little soap, like shampoo bottle type plastic. Dude, but it's legit. I don't know, I got it on Amazon. It was just a couple bucks. G1 Titans Return. Old stuff, another Creo, animated, custom. I'm not gonna take the credit for the Lego. That actually does transform. I found the instructions online. Pretty cool. Funky Colors Prime. I'd like to get the regular one, but and there's some little guys. This is Mexican little figurine bootleg dudes. I think this is a Bitfig from Japan. Came out recently. Had to get that, especially because there's a Skywarp in the bundle, and it brings us to Skywarp. I got a little thing for Skywarp. Me and Theo got that in common. And we'll go through some of these. So, there's a bunch of Skywarps that you'll see on Google if you're curious. Here's the another one of those Rebel Tech style dudes. Same deal. MMC is an old, I'm pretty sure it's MMC, I could be wrong. And then I got some little guys. There's that little chibi model dude. Big old Kids Logic, lights up and does nothing much more. Another of them. Plush from the same company I mentioned before, Loyal Subjects. I had that auto, notification, eBay search criteria. I had that for like a couple years, waiting to find one that was actually worth buying. Or, it was under $60. I got it for like 20. It was a steal. Let's see, we got, what is this? I forget what this guy was, who made. Don't judge me. And then I got this guy. If you detach his wings and then jimmy him up with a twist tie behind his back, he's got like a thing you can tie him to. So they're not like, held on super firmly, but you can actually get, like a seeker look. And isn't that what we all want? Skywarps. And then there's Alternity, if I'm getting that right. And then we got some animated. And that's a nice show. And I guess I won't focus too much on the deluxe. The stuff that everyone should be familiar with, I'm sure. We'll just go briefly through here. Gotta get those, if you're collecting animated, you gotta get these little third-party dudes to accentuate positive. Then we get some G1 mandatory. This is all my G1 and miscellaneous, and miscellaneous, and G2 as well, and GoBots. So it's like a miscellaneous shelf, but with a strong theme. And of course, this doesn't belong at all. So yeah, there's a lot of other G1 stuff that I've always wanted to get. A lot of these are just ones that I never got as a kid, and a lot of the G1 stuff that I had as a kid, I don't really feel super compelled to get again. And then we got all kinds of goodies over here. And we'll get in here. I haven't transformed that new Bad Cube before the video, so forgive me. Let's see. All kinds of good guys. Let's see, we got Bad Cube, Puffer, Bad Cube, Trailbreaker. I actually really love that dude. Transformation. You know, at first glance, it could probably seem like really cumbersome and tedious and needlessly complicated transformation, but I love it. It's really nice. Mastermind, Inferno back there, and then for some variety, Takara, Grapple. I like to get variety if there's going to be a repaint, and then, you know, tracks, blah blah blah. We got the Hound by Vans Toys, Jazz by Make Toys, Mirage by Mastermind. We got Ironhide with the hip plates removed, Voodoo and Ratchet, Bad Cube Grump, I want to say. This guy, Arcos, wouldn't recommend transforming him too many times because his stupid thing's broken. I just kind of have him stuffed back here or off to the side. It's gonna be hard to see this guy go off the main shelf once he's replaced with the legit, but that's, you know, Bad Cube's offering for Sunstreaker, and I've always loved it. Alright, moving upward, we got Animated Movie and Beyond, and Jetfire just because he's too big to go anywhere else. And we got some recent acquisitions in here, which is nice, you know, to have before doing this video. So we got Unique Toys Blur, Vans Toys Perceptor. I'm sure people watching this are familiar with all the guys. Redgar, we got Rodimus going all primey. We got some more of those boxes that everything is propped up on with some, you can see, just construction paper taped. Black construction paper. And, oh, what is this? It's like a, it goes to one of those tapes. Oh, look at all the dust. Don't look at all the dust. And then we got some springers. We got some Big Spring and some Allen. Don't pay attention to his, you know, position. Don't pay attention to that. And we got some more Dinobots that should be all in the same place. Wouldn't that be nice? You know, some Autobot Headmasters. Again, really eager to get some more of those. And then it starts to break apart, and we got a Combiner, a non-customized Titan that probably should get some sort of something, and then Rob Halford poster in the corner that you should pay no mind to if you're not into that type of thing. We got Johnny 5, and I did some custom paint for that. And some G1 Jetfire and some, you know, I like to get all the masterpiece or high-end type stuff on the top shelf, and that's why we got the Beast Wars up here. It's because, you know, those two guys. And then there's the Kotobukiya Xenoblade. There's a lot of bots, dude. A lot of bots. It's hard to get the name straight. 100% all the time. These are like some non-transformer transforming robots. There's only 3. And then we got like some War for Cybertron, Cybertronian, off-Earth bots. We got some Fans Project Headmasters, some Cybertron dudes, a big old dark, poorly lit Bruticus in the back, Hasbro type stuff, Make Toys, dudes in the back there. We got some, that Cup and Perceptor by Toy World and Planet X respectively. Those look nice together. They should be standing next to each other. Also with that Jazz, with this Jazz, and that Springer, they all look great together. But rearranging this whole shelf is, ooh, that's like, you gotta get an afternoon dedicated for that. Yeah, and some regular Chug stuff works in here, like that Perceptor, even though there's that Perceptor. And then blah blah blah, yeah, that stuff. We got iGear RC, and then these little guys. It's either iGear or Impossible Toys. I think it's Impossible Toys, those little dudes in the exosuits. And then, yeah, just kind of more of that type of stuff. And then, alright, we got my Roadbuster shelf. Because you gotta have, you gotta be a character fan of an Autobot, too. G1 Roadbuster was just one of my favorite bots growing up. It was clearly the coolest. You know, he had 0 articulation, but what G1 guy did. Alright, we got Mugen, little mini, yeah, Bulkhead. You can see why he's here. I don't care. Little Lego, was actually a big Lego that I custom built in their LDD program, and then painstakingly ordered all of the parts on Bricklink, and then built over like the course of a month, and then redesigned because nothing works like you imagine it to. And it does not transform, but it does look nice, if you ask me. And then there's this big black Roadbuster that apparently there's this Marvel Transformers crossover where there was like a Captain America Transformer or something. He transformed into like a tanky looking car or something, and then fans realized that you could make it into a Roadbuster with a few changes. So someone had done that and then was like midway along in the process and put it up on eBay, and I saw it and I was like, okay. And maybe I'll get someone to, maybe I'll get Cheetamus, who did this one right here, to paint it. Cheetamus Primal, if you're not familiar. I recommend his stuff. And then there's another Roadbuster custom back here. This is one of those Mugen Caliber, the property before it was Roadbuster, and then some fan painted it and sold it to someone, and then they put it on eBay, and then I saw it, and then I love it. We got MMC Roadbuster back there, all stickered up. That was a fun project to sticker that boy up. Blah blah blah. Basics. Little chibi Lego built Roadbuster that I designed in vehicle mode. Does not transform, of course, yet again. we got some of those. Oh, I don't know if you're noticing these metal bars. I put a wooden beam behind all of my bookcases, and it attaches from the bottom and the top behind it, and then all of the shelves are screwed into that, so there is no dipping, because that is just, and I was gonna say that because that is not attractive, even though I have these big old shiny things, which, you know, one would say like, oh, that's not attractive, and my plan was to like spray paint them, but oh man, moving in was a lot of work, and anyway, and I'm lazy. So we got some bleed over, leftover make toys, guys, that are not, I'm not going to be quick to get rid of. That make toys Hound is nice. This is not in focus. These rotor and furrow, I don't recommend them. This guy is my favorite looking Devastator. If anyone wants to upscale that into, you know, transforming Titan scale, I'll be all over that. That's what I think that people should do. We got Decepticon back there. You know, just some other leader class, Voyager class. Got some upscale throttle bots. Various things left over. Third-party junk that I still have a fondness for. Love these guys. And then we got some Michael Bay, which I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of disdain for. We got two shelves of this, separated by Mark Wahlberg and without Mark Wahlberg. Or you could look at it as Shia LaBeouf and without Shia LaBeouf. Whichever you prefer. Whichever actor you prefer to see less. And then we got some squeaks and some rods and some hounds and some dinos. Some bot dinos, that's what they're called. Got some primes. Got some black and orange mess down there. That Nitro Zeus. And then down here we got some Shia LaBeouf bots, Buff Bot, and there's all pretty basic stuff. New additions would include this Breacher dude. He's a scout class, cool little guy. I just recently got that leader class Ironhide. Digging it. This little evil bug dude, he's a cool little guy. A bunch of messy little dudes. And this guy is a bootleg. You gotta get your records together. I have mixed feelings about the MPM figures, but on the whole, I still love them, so I don't know how mixed it is, but yeah, okay, moving right along. Got cartoons. Who doesn't love cartoons? Lots of cartoons. We're not going to go deep into this, because this is a Transformer themed channel. And then we got video games. People like video games. We got role-playing video games and action video games and those kind of video games. And this is like some 80s junk with Trigun. That's not really 80s junk, but we got Bill and Ted and some 80s cars and some 80s turtles. And then Simpsons. Because, you know, Simpsons. And then continuing things on the other side here that's non-Transformers. We got a bunch of music guys. that are largely metal, but we've got to get Weird Al. Of course, he's one of the composers for the '86 movie, and Michael Jackson, because... And then we got a custom 8-inch Mego style Vic Rattlehead for Megadeth. If you're into that sort of thing, that I made. And then some Anthrax stuff, Metallica stuff, Metalocalypse stuff, Motorhead, rest in peace, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Spinal Tap, Saturday Night Live, I did a custom AMC Pacer model kit and then spray painted it blue to get that Mirthmobile, that accurate Mirthmobile, because why not? Also, why not Focus? So we did G1 bots, and then we got Movie Guys, like NECA stuff. We got Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and Freddy, and Goonies, and Mikey's staring down an alien rather intensely. This is the bottom shelf, and the things get bumped with cats and what have you. There's like a Tim Burton chunk here in the middle, but things got moved around. It's why the Mars Attacks guy is over there. Got some Demolition Man, some Last Action Hero, Alien Loader, Power Loader, and then some comedy dudes. We got Monty Python, Bob and Doug McKenzie, Mallrats, Cheech and Chong, Beavis and Butthead, Mystery Science Theater, Trailer Park Boys, Always Sunny. Bubbles is supposed to have a bunch of cats, and they are all knocked over. Whatever. And we got more. I recently got the Switchblade from Goodwill for like $3, and it's in like astonishingly good condition. So I've since then started to get mask figures. I was like, well, you know, that's a reason to finally get these things that I've always kind of wanted to get ever since I was a kid. And then we get some RID stuff up here. Well, who does? I was about to say who doesn't love RID, but you know, there's a lot of people that definitely do not. So it's definitely got that cartoonitis where all the episodes are basically the same, where they have to do this and they could easily do this, but they can't because of this one thing that they wrote in, or they have to go get this one thing, and there's just like, you know, it's one of those shows. But it's all good. One could argue that a lot of the shows we love are like that as well. We got some Prime guys in that Prime, and then we got some seriously miscellaneous stuff here. Starscream's falling over it, how poorly organized and correlative everything is. And then, yeah, don't even ask me. And then we have the rather new section, which, you know, does not fit with the rest, as you can see, which is Titans Return and Combiner Wars, even though I didn't get super into the Combiner Wars, which is why I don't see as many, but there's enough. There's the right amount for my purposes to combine them. I feel so witty right now. Then we got some new guys, some easy to find guys, some harder to find guys currently. And talking about Cheetah again, we got a custom painted Blitzwing and Astro Train. Trying to get in here. He had them posted on eBay for all three of the triple changers for like under 100, and with superior paint jobs, and it was well before they were saturated in the stores, so I had to hop on that. I remember getting to that Target on a toy, for that 6-shot. I was at a Target on a toy hunt one time, and it was just completely empty-handed, and I saw that guy. I was like, I don't really want this, but God, and I bought it. The cup, that's one of the better cups. This is a good year for cups. Wow, I just realized that. Grotesque, I got really lucked out on that. I just checked TFW at like noon one day, and they were like, oh, go here and buy this. I was like, oh, okay. And it was totally sold out within a half hour. Alright, well, thanks, guys. This has been my collection video as of November 2017, and I'll keep you updated.